All right, we just finished filming April 18th, 1942. The main story this week is the Doolittle raid, an American bombing raid on Tokyo, which really freaks out the Japanese and causes them to change a lot of their plans. It also causes them, since they can't retaliate directly against the Americans, to retaliate directly against the Chinese, which is where the Americans flew to after the bombing raid. And over the summer, they will kill up to 250,000 of them in retaliation in 2 provinces. So that's pretty heavy retaliation for 50 people killed and 90 buildings damaged in Tokyo. But still, Tokyo thought itself invulnerable. It's not invulnerable, much to Yamamoto and the Emperor's chagrin. And this is the rather tasteful tie that I used for this week. There's not much really to say about this. It is simply a tasteful tie. It's fairly wide pattern. You would see this maybe in the late 30s or in the late 1970s, not the early 70s, of course. This is way too tasteful for the early 70s. There's no extras. What you see here is really what you get. I like this tie though. This is I don't know what you can see of the little things here. It is made by Silvio Donnelly, haberdasher. No, it's just a bunch of letters that I can't. It's like microfaser. Really, you wanted to say microfiber or haberdasher, but it doesn't. It says microfaser. It really does say micro, and the phaser is F-A-S-E-R. Microfaser. Microfaser. Yeah. No, microfaser is much better. Microfaser. I thought it was Hicro. It's 100% polyester. That's the microfaser. Yeah. I thought it was like a little pocket gun. It's microfaser. Yeah, which is what they brought along on the Doolittle raid. They brought on, well, Star Wars is a long time ago. I mean, so it's not, which is why the aiming computer system in Star Wars seems so primitive to us. Because they're a long time ago. I think Doolittle, James Doolittle, fun fact, was the first person ever to take off a plane, fly a plane, and land that plane using only instruments without a cockpit view, just to prove that it could be done, which was incredibly futuristic in the 1930s. We covered it. And he was wearing this tie.
Was he wearing it over his eyes?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes, he was. He was wearing it over his eyes. You heard it here first. Well, you heard it here last as well, to be honest. So, all right. Well, if you want this tie, come and get it.